Okay, we are live. I am so excited to be here with you guys. I am coming from Belize, Ambergris, and here we are. I wanted to stay present with and consistent with Friday's live, so here I am. I'm about to head out in my little golf cart with my husband to go explore the island we're on. But I wanted to come to you guys with a fun topic on agelessness, limitlessness, and timelessness. Now, this week I am turning 50. And, just mortality and age and it's just on topic for me. But lately it's been more of like exploring what aging really is. And can we go beyond it? Can we evolve as an infinite being in the body and give it some a different reality than the collective program? So, in today's meditation, I asked about some possibilities about aging and about time. And so, some interesting things came out that um, I didn't know at the beginning of my meditation, yet my higher source self kind of knew and offered awareness to. So I want to share that with you today. And in a few minutes after I share that, I'd love to just do a little sound healing with you all to get us into that limitless, ageless possibility. So one of the questions I asked was, playing in this reality, in the rules and laws of human reality, do we have to play by those laws? And the answer was yes and no. Shape shifting is possible. Timelessness is possible. Time warps are possible. Um, and what I got was that we're in the play of creating the possibility for and with them. So the collective human experience has kind of like the rules and laws of how to be human in 3D reality. So we're playing by them. And we will play by them until we evolve through them, until we realize that they are a 3D collective reality, and that we can live in a different reality. Now, what I got that was so important is that seeing is not believing. Seeing is not believing. And getting this piece is super important if we are going to play in the possibility of agelessness, timelessness, and limitlessness. Um, because as we evolve and grow in this new way of being, it's not going to seem like anything is happening. And so, really tuning into the seeing is not believing mentality is going to be crucial. This is going to take a little bit of, I don't want to say time because we're going into timelessness, but this is going to take consistency. This is going to take a shifting of how we relate and how to being human and um, how we think, how we feel. Okay, so shape shifting. There is shape shifting already on the planet, and it's not happening with humans. It's happening with beings of the fourth dimension. Now, the thing is, guys, the shape shifting's happening in the fourth dimension with fourth dimensional beings. Now, what I got in my meditation today is that the way and the reason that they are able to shapeshift and beings, infinite beings of a source nature are not able to shift is that they don't have, they're only of fourth dimension. They don't have capacities for love and compassion and what other things did they say here? um, connection and the ability to have a higher dimensional source reality. So in doing that, like when we are infinite beings and connecting to a higher source reality, that is a higher frequency. So bringing that into shape shifting is different than what fourth dimensional beings are doing. But it is possible. And what I got in my meditation is that it's time to keep practicing our infiniteness, keep practicing talking to ourselves, giving them a different program. It's kind of like the matrix. Like we got to pull out of that collective program that's telling us of the human laws and conditions that we have to play by. So we got to pull that program out, put it over here, and then we got to create a new program for ourselves and teach our bodies. Now, there is aging and then there's developing. And so the idea of being human is that like we develop through different milestones, right? We develop through adolescence, we develop through motherhood and fatherhood, and we develop through menopause, and that, you know, whatever that is for men too. Like they have that same kind of shift as well. Um, it's not called menopause for men, but they do have that same shift. So these milestones I got in my meditation was that these are developmental milestones of a human reality. But once you are through those, like agelessness is different than those developmental milestones. So agelessness can happen within those milestones, okay? And, you know, I study a lot of Abraham Hicks. They talk about even aging in the body and not having to decline or crumble, you know, like just having everything just start to wilt, right? Um, so this is possible, guys. Now, how do we make it possible? What I got in my meditation is to keep practicing um, communing with the body, giving your body a different program, different thoughts, um, different realities. Because right now it's working totally with the collective reality of aging. What skin does, what organs do, what gravity does to our bodies. Like it's all in that program. So let me see if I can read my notes here. Um, it says keep working with the body, keep asking questions, keep seeing her possibilities. Um, right now, keep knowing it. Keep knowing it with all your fiber of beingness. Okay. Um, what says, just keep playing in the field of source and bringing those frequencies into our cells. This is part of the ascension process, this ability to time warp, to shapeshift. Um, keep having, let's see, what's it say here? And I don't have anyone here live with me, so I'll just keep talking here. Eventually, okay. Be it and know it. Expand it. Expand the possibility of agelessness and timelessness and time warping. Be it, know it. Expand it, evolve it. It will align eventually. You will see the effects of it. You will enjoy the effects of it, but not in its fullest form. We all have to start somewhere, right? Evolution has to start somewhere, guys. It's happening. It's started. This is not the beginning. That's why the seeing is believing. We have to let that go, because as we work this possibility, we're not going to see the full effects of it, but energetically, it's building. It's building a collective. It's building a different. I'm here. I have to leave in 6 minutes, though. Anna, thank you so much for joining me. I'm here in Belize, in Ambergris, and I'm so happy you have tuned in. I'm curious if you know anything about timelessness and agelessness. Let me know in the comments. This is something that came through in my meditation today. I'm turning 50 this week, and I've been playing with the possibilities. Happy to have caught you even just for a few minutes. Oh, great. I'm so glad you're here. So, guys, when we want more possibilities um, in these bodies, it's our higher aspects of ourselves letting us know that this is a possibility. I don't, but I love it. Okay, awesome, Anna. I'm glad you're liking the topic. Um, when we have a knowing or thought about something, um, that means that it's possible, that something somewhere is calling you and letting you know that it's a possibility and that it's perhaps already happened. So now, as a human being in this time space continuum right here, right now, I get to be like, oh, that's possible. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to keep evolving to that reality that's probably already happened. So when we think timelessness, limitlessness, there's movies that have already explored this. It means that it's already happened and that we humans in this realm are like catching on to it. This is what awakening is. We're awakening to our possibilities. We're awakening to um, evolution. Okay, so how do we do this? Remember, seeing is not believing. And remember to always keep marinating yourselves in infinite source beingness. Okay. Now, I like working with the frequency of 144th dimensional source. Um, and that frequency to me is just lovely. You might be playing with frequencies at different dimensions, higher dimensions, lower dimensions, wherever you find your source beingness. Just before you go to bed and when you wake up in the morning, see it just marinating in your cells. We actually have to give ourselves a different reality than the collective 3D. So we're kind of grooming it and marinating it for a different possibility. That's I think a first step, um, and that you have to know it and believe that it's possible with every fiber of your being without actually seeing it. So looking in the mirror and saying, I'm still wrinkling, I'm still like limited, I'm still aging. We can't go there anymore. We just have to see our infinite beingness in the mirror when we look. When we look there, we just have to see our infinite beingness. Okay, we cannot go defining um, what agelessness looks like. Okay, so we have to know it, we have to be it, we have to allow this possibility and marinate ourselves in source. Now, we are the forerunners of making this happen. So don't be looking for effects because that's only going to trap us in the reality uh, uh, of aging. Okay, so that is the message today. Whoops, that's the message of agelessness and timelessness. Okay, guys, two I guess three biggest points that I want to talk about or just review before I go into sound healing is seeing is not believing. Do not keep looking for the effects. Number two, be it, know it, allow it with every fiber of your being. It's already happened. We're just lining it, and we have to create a new collective reality for human beings. Okay, so keep doing the work. And number three is marinate yourself in the frequency of your source, sovereign source self, wherever that is for you. See every organ, every cell, every space of your being. We have to start giving those cells a different reality than the reality the 3D human is living with. And it's really something. It's really a process to take that matrix program and convince it and give it a different program. All right, those three things I think are key. And just know that you are evolving the human race to an ageless, timeless, limitless possibility, which is possible, which already has happened, and we're aligning with it. So, right now, makes sense. Awesome, Anna. Thank you. Um, so right now, I want to just give a little sound healing from the frequency I work with, which is the 140 source of the 144th, and just offer us that marinating in that source let's see. Thank you so much, Rebecca. I'm going to keep you streaming in the background while I talk to the next guest. Excited about sharing your sound healing with it. Awesome. Thank you, Anna. Have a good session with your guest. So I'm just going to do some toning to do that marinating I was talking about. And let's keep this conversation going. Let me know if you're watching the replay, what questions you have, what you know about this topic. And let's just keep this alive for those of us that are really like, yeah, there's something to this. I know that something's possible here. That means that you're a forerunner to evolve this possibility for the human race, for the human bodies. Okay, so here we go. Receive this if you would like. beings. I have to go now. If you'd like to hear more sound healing, I have uninterrupted hours of sound healing in my light language playlist. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. May we cultivate agelessness and limitless together. Many blessings. I'll see you next Friday for the next live stream. I'll do a longer sound healing then. Take care. Thanks, Anna.